a proud supporter of Operation Barbecue Relief. Came across a recipe a while back called a Mississippi mud roast. Went to a friend's house, they served for dinner and it was really good. And coming to find out, it's a really simple, straightforward recipe. All it is, nice beef roast with some marbling in it, packet of ranch mix, packet of au jus mix, and a little bit of pepperoncinis. But today we're going to try it on the smoker, get something a little different out of it. So let's get started. I got that mixed pretty well. Let's go ahead and season the roast. You want to just give it a generous amount, rub it into the meat. Now, I know this looks like a lot, but this is all it's going to get. We're going to have some of this rub left over. We'll save it for another time. Now, because we're not going to use all the rub on this, you definitely want to wrap this in cellophane, put it in the refrigerator overnight. You want to give that time for all these seasonings to get deep down inside the meat. I've got one that I did off last night. And you can really see the color change of what it does. Overnight, the juices of the meat come out because of the salt, gets all that liquid wet and sucks that flavoring back down into the roast itself. So this is what we're after right here. Well, let's put it to the fire. I already have my fire set up for indirect heat. I've got charcoal on either side with a drip pan and water in the middle. We're gonna let this go for about an hour. Using wet wood chips, they'll smoke for about 15 minutes or so. So for the next hour, you want to add some more wood chips to it periodically just for a heavy smoke flavor. It's a lot of seasoning, so just keep an eye on your grill, sit back and relax. Oh yeah, got this on for right about an hour. Got a lot of good smoke flavor on it. I'm just curious where it's temping at. This is not something you need to worry about. Yeah, about 135 steak, this would be rare, but we want to save that. Because as it cooks, those juices are going to come out and we want to save those. Put it in the pan. Now to this. Now, this is where the pepperoncinis come in. A little bit of juice, a couple in there, and go a little more juice. Now we're also going to add some water to this. Yeah, about a cup and a half. That should be good right there. Now we got this sealed really well. You want to keep all the moisture in it. Between the juices that come out of the roast, the water, and the pepperoncinis, it should make a really good sauce for the sandwiches. So let's get it back on. Now I'm going to keep running the temperature about 325, 350, but you could let this cook for 2, 3, 4 hours. At this point, there is no overcooking it. You want to keep going until it absolutely falls apart and shreds on its own. I've had this on for another 3 hours. I did check it a little while ago. It wasn't quite where I wanted it. But yeah, I can feel it. There's no resistance to that meat left. It is just absolutely falling to pieces, which is exactly what we're after. Now we're going to shred this, so you definitely need to let this cool down right now before you open it up and tear into it. Now we've let this cool down for a couple of minutes. So we're ready to shred it, but first, tear a corner out. We want to save these juices. Just a little bit there, not a lot. Before we get too far in this, we want to taste the juice. All we're doing is tasting for the level of salt. If it's too salty, we just add a little water to the broth, weaken it down. I think it needs a little more salt, but that's just me. When you're pulling this, try to pick all the fats off you can. Any fat, any connective tissue, just discard. Oh, look at that smoke ring on there. That's just absolutely gorgeous. Definitely want to save these pepperoncinis. Somebody's going to want to eat them, I'm sure. Maybe the rest of the stuff we can't use. I'm sure the dog will love this. Now just mix it up really well. You can serve this on a hamburger bun or a hoagie, whichever you prefer. I like it on buns, but you know, people that are fancy prefer hoagies. Well, there you have it. Smoked Mississippi mud roast. I do hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching, and please help support your local food bank. Between the water, the pepperoni juice, and all those flavorful juices that will be coming out. flavorful. Yeah, between the juices that will be coming out of the roast into the water and pepperoncinis, it should make a really, really nice sauce to add to it. Yeah, so right there at the end. Right there at the end.
You got a flute here.
Oh, sweet.
How do you walk into this?
All right, sounds good. Sounds like a plan to me.
Go ahead.
Dope, da dope, da dope, 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 da dope, 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 dope. I've had this on for another 3 hours. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is friggin' hot. All right, that's all we can do on tape.
Okay.
Serve this on a bun or a hoagie, whichever you prefer. It'll be good, no matter what you serve it on. I don't know why I looked away. No, don't need that in there. Chunk of fat.